Hi everyone, I am Torit Mato and you are watching Art in Purulia. Today I'll talk about and show you a totally different painting technique. In this technique, you don't paint using any brush or knife or any such tool. You thin down the paint by adding mediums and flow enhancers and additives to a honey-like consistency and then pour over the painting surface. The painting surface is normally kept horizontal and tilted by lifting it to assist the liquid paint move around to create abstract designs. Once you are satisfied with the design that has been created, allow it to dry horizontal. The designs generated are generally vibrant, catchy, and pleasant to watch. It's also called fluid art, flow art, liquid art, pour painting, or acrylic pouring. This technique is possible only with acrylics, though some people claim to do successfully using watercolor also, but in a totally different way. We'll discuss that in another video. In this video, I'll talk of why the technique has gained popularity lately, the materials required to do an acrylic pour, various ways of pouring, review of Camel's ready to pour fluid acrylic colors, and I'll do my first pour painting using the Camel set. The pouring technique is comparatively new but has gained a lot of popularity because it's quite suitable for beginners. You don't need to know the basics of drawing and painting or have any expertise to start with. Moreover, it offers an element of surprise and unexpected result, thus quite a bit of fun. Before I discuss the materials required, let me explain certain mediums or additives. To make a paint pourable, it has to be thinned down in consistency. To make it easier, some manufacturers make it available pre-mixed in that form, and some make it available as a kit with explanations to the process of mixing. And there are procedures to mix the paint with some mediums and additives. The most popular mediums and additives are professional pouring medium, special professional artist grade pouring mediums are available which maintain the paint's original brightness, but these come at a price. Next is latex paint conditioner. Since the acrylic pouring mediums are quite expensive, many artists prefer to use latex paint conditioner and water mixture as pouring medium. Flood's Floetrol is quite popular for the purpose. There is even another alternative, a vinyl glue like Fevicol Craft Glue and water mixture as pouring medium. The last choice is of course just water, but there will be substantial decrease in quality. So, as evident, the materials required will be slightly different if you are using a pre-prepared mixed pourable paint or you will be mixing the paint yourself. Again, if you are mixing yourself, what ingredient alternatives you would prefer? Since there is a lot of wastage of the medium and paint due to spillage, many artists prefer to use low-grade acrylic paints and media alternatives for this purpose. In case you are using a pre-prepared mixture of pourable paint, you will just need a painting surface, the pourable paint, and a few cups to arrange the paints prior pouring. You may keep distilled water nearby to add in case the consistency of the paint needs to be thinned down further after adding the medium to the paint. In India, I have come across ready to pour paints made by Camel and acrylic pouring sets made by Fevicryl. Camel markets them in sets of Aqua, Sunset and Monochrome series. The sets contain 4 color bottles of 25 ml each, one 8-inch by 8-inch canvas and a disposable apron. The set costs 249 rupees. Fevicryl brand of Pidilite Industries have acrylic pouring kits. The kit contains 3 acrylic fluid color bottles of 100 ml each, 3 pouring medium bottles, 50 ml each, a silicone oil bottle of 15 ml and an instruction leaflet. The kit costs 275 rupees. But if you want to prepare the paints for pouring yourself, The materials that will be required are painting surface, acrylic paint in fluid form is preferable, pouring medium, silicone oil, though not mandatory, some artists use for generating cells, distilled water, cups and spatulas for mixing the paints. The popular recipes for preparing the paints are: while using pouring medium, use 1 part paint and 1 part pouring medium, and distill water only if required as necessary to achieve a pouring consistency. The consistency needs to be checked continuously as you progress mixing. Using alternate pouring medium such as Floetrol, 1 part paint, 1.5 part Floetrol and half part distilled water. The distilled water can be added as required depending on the consistency of the paint. Using vinyl glue such as Fevicol in India, 1 part paint, 1.5 part Fevicol, the craft use version, which is slightly diluted, not the thick version what is used for woodwork generally, and about a part of distilled water. Water in all cases should be added at the last only if necessary to achieve the desired consistency. 1 or 2 drops of silicone oil added to the mixture can make beautiful cells. Cells are basically when the paints form round shapes, big or small. Now let's see in what ways the paints can be poured on the painting surface to achieve different results. Basic pour. This is the most simple pour technique. It's also called clean or straight pour. The paints are poured on the surface individually and are allowed to touch each other or swiped across using a wet tissue to allow them create patterns or blend with each other. Dirty pour. In this process, individual colors are layered in a cup and then poured instead of pouring separately. Then the surface is tilted to spread across the painting surface and generate patterns. Flip cup pour. This process is similar to dirty pouring, except it is not poured over the surface. Instead, the cup is flipped upside down and pulled quickly or punctured to release the paint. Puddle pour. Paint layering in cup is similar to dirty pour, but poured all in one puddle instead of pouring all over the canvas. Bottle bottom puddle pour. This is a variety of the puddle pour. Holes are made at the bottom of a plastic bottle, cut to size, and then poured in the bottle. The paint comes out from the different holes and makes different patterns. Tree ring or swirl pour. The paint layering is similar to dirty pour, then poured on the canvas in respective tight controlled circles to form ring pattern. Wing pour. The wing pour is a modified form of the swirl pour with the aim to get 2 mirrored wings as a result. It's relatively new technique that requires some experience and skill. Swipe technique. Generally, silicone is added to the paints if this technique is being used so that the cells appear clearly after swiping. The applied paint is swiped using a spatula or damp cloth or tissue. Air swipe or Dutch pour. The poured paint is moved by blowing air using a straw or hair dryer to create flower-like patterns. String technique. Paints are applied on thick threads like wool or cotton, then placed over the canvas in a wavy pattern and then pulled from one side to generate pulled paint patterns which appear like flowers. Now let's see the actual steps involved in a pouring session. Preparation, paint mixing, pouring and drying. Preparation stage. The place where we will carry out the pouring, for example a tabletop or floor, needs to be covered using a plastic sheet or paper to ensure that the spillage doesn't spoil the place. We also need to ensure that the surface is leveled properly, else the paint will flow to one direction only once put to rest. A leveling bubble can be used if required. 4 cups need to be placed to elevate the painting surface so that tilting and final resting is easier and the canvas doesn't get stuck to the surface. Paint mixing. The paints are to be mixed individually in separate cups. The color combination and pouring technique that is going to be used should be thought over in advance. The paint should be put first, then the medium, and then distilled water if necessary or as necessary. Silicone oil, if being added, should be added at the last. Pouring. Once the paints are ready, the paints can be poured as clean or dirty pour as planned. Then the painting surface is to be tilted as necessary to assist the paint in covering the entire area. Also can be swiped if planned. Then let the canvas rest over the cups. Drying. Allow the painting enough time to dry. Since the paint is applied thickly and lot of medium added, it takes some time to dry. Allow at least 4 to 6 hours before moving the canvas. Now I'll demonstrate a flip cup pour using Camel's ready to pour paints. I am, by the way, doing a pour painting for the first time. The packet contains monochrome colors, that is white, black, metallic gold and metallic silver, 25 ml each. It also contains a 8-inch by 8-inch canvas board and a disposable apron. Since it is supposed to be a ready to pour paint, I poured directly into a cup one by one and stacked up. White first, then silver, then black and then golden. I repeated the sequence several times. I used black slightly less in quantity since it's quite dominating color over others. Then I flipped the cup onto the canvas. I am using a 8-inch by 10-inch stretched canvas for the demonstration. I'll not use the canvas which is provided along with the set because I didn't find it really good enough and the texture is not nice for free flowing of the paint. And also I found the paints too thick, especially the metallic colors. That I realized only after I applied it. Adding some water could have probably saved my day. So these are some things what we learn only with experience. The finish I got resembles though a plan view of a seaside mountain range, something like a monochrome satellite imagery. Looks like the shape of India Bay in Antarctica, the bay adjacent to the earlier Indian Antarctic Study Center Dakshin Gangotri and close to the permanent station Maitri. I had been a part of the scientific expedition to Antarctica in 2000 and it's a wonderful place. I'll try and make a painting of Antarctic theme next time. I hope you liked this video. It's slightly different, though I didn't achieve the desired result. But definitely I'm sure I have been able to explain what is pour painting and how it can be done. Thanks for watching. Try out a pour painting to experience the change. See you.